ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and no, you started a little quicker than I thought you were going to. Gosh darn it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and friends beyond the binary, hello and welcome. My name is Kristie, and we are gonna play art today. Art being my favorite game in all of the entire world. We're gonna screw around in past part 2 and do some painting. Before we get into that, let me talk about that music real quick. You just heard Polyan Chromatic, which I am pretty sure I wrote down correctly. I checked a couple times, by our community's own Xenon Fiber. She just released a new EP. It's like 3 tracks long, that being the second of 3 tracks. It's available on her Bandcamp at a pay what you want model. You could also listen to the whole thing free there. If you like it, do consider throwing some money her way, because I think her music is great. And that's pretty much all I have to say about that. It's, simple, direct, to the point. Speaking of making art, how about past part 2, huh? One of these buttons is going to do the thing I wanted to do. Hang on. There we go. Let's bring up the other music first. The music I don't have to pay for. The music that YouTube won't get mad at me for using. And then this button. Oh, nope, not yet. Nope, not that one yet. There. You can see my cool, not strictly speaking, Millennium Falcon background that I have. There we go. Past part 2. Starving Artist. Which is apparently now available on Switch. I bet people on Switch are super duper excited about that. So, if you've not seen the art stream before, what's going to happen is we're going to get into endless mode right here so we don't have to worry about our income. I'm just going to take some suggestions from chat and turn them through the processes of my brain into very interesting drawings. And we're going to take whatever comes out of that, the most interesting of whatever pieces we create, and I'm going to paint it for you live on a webcam. Or I'm going to paint it on canvas. I'm gonna be using the webcam to show you the canvas. I'm not going to paint it on the webcam. That would be expensive. So I'm gonna wait for some people to get in. Also, hello Xenon. I don't know why it felt weird to acknowledge you while I was playing your music, but I am happy that you are here. And Alice wants to start us off, so go ahead. A cat cosplaying as a cat girl? Wow, that is a... Oh, and we start off with Catmosphere, so that's good. That's a real... I don't know how we do that. Oh, no, wait, hang on. Yes, I do. We need landscape first. Hey, Andy. Thank you for coming. We are going to be drawing a cat cosplaying as a cat girl. No, we actually do need that in portrait, don't we? Yeah, because you need to be sitting up. So, let's just draw the cat first. For the life of me, had you asked me like 4 seconds ago, I would have said, oh yes, I know what a cat looks like. I know how to make a cat look. But, trying to actually come up with it now, I got nothing. So, this is kind of the position I want. Exactly, I understand how felining is done. No, I got a hold of it. I just need to figure out how the hell a cat looks. And apparently it looks like this. I feel like those eyes are doctored. Either that or that cat has some sort of eye disease. Toe to tip, that's a cat. Let's actually use gray like we just saw. So we got little beans out here, and the legs come up. There's your 4 legs. Fun fact, as I switched over to the stream, our tiniest cat crawled over and sat down on my lap. Oh, good. I'm glad your cats are a fan of mine. Let's, this is gonna look a little wonky as I get into it, but... we have the kind of smaller hump legs back here. And then they kind of come up like a pear, right? Then you close it up real good at the top with some ears. Yeah, that's about what a cat is. Let's take our black and outline these legs so when I fill in the rest with gray, we're still gonna know where the legs are. And I think we kind of have chonk legs over this way. I guess like cat, like hind legs when they sit down kind of look like turkey wings. The big goal is covering the pretzel display. It sure is. Let me move that real quick. You're gonna see my you're gonna see these cats again for a second while I duke about with OBS. There we go. I wish I could convince Passepartout to, like, stay up when I do things, but, it doesn't like that. It's like, oh, you're not, focused on me for a second? I'm gonna take a smoke break. Just BRB, check out, you know, your stupid background or whatever. So how y'all doing out there in the world? Because I'm doing just fine. I've been thinking about this all day. This is one of my favorite things I do just in life. Just scroll that in. We can get there. Yeah, we're gonna have to re-go over this, these outlines, but that's okay. Do we need the top? No, we don't need the top. Things that's how you know it connects to the body. There you go. Well, it's been a heck of a couple of hours, but it's making you real glad for this. Yeah, that was rough. Andy is referencing his Assassin's Creed Odyssey stream, which he just got done with. And I don't know, I don't want to spoil Assassin's Creed Odyssey for you or anything if you've not seen it, but it was a rough minute. Yeah, so this is just gonna turkey leg out just a little more. And we'll fill it back in. Chonky boy. Oh lord, he coming. Let's no, we'll fill in the head too, just while we're about it. I was really worried about how this was gonna look turn out, but this is almost a cat. A cat almost looks like this. Let's do some more, little bit more outlining. You know what's hard to do with just with a mouse outlining? Actually, I should be using the smooth lines. Yeah, there it is. Look at that. That's much neater. It's almost like I have a whole bunch of extra tools that I never use. There we go. Perfect. Exactly, he's not thick, he's cat plus plus. So... What do cat eyes look like? They're just like big round fucking things. Oh, no, back to the other one, please. with those weird slitty pupils like a lizard has. You kind of can't convince me that cats aren't lizards. I've been around too many cats to think about that. We'll just fill it in and then redo the pupils. That was a mistake. I should have done this first. Listen, cats are lizards. I don't make the rules. We have like a little pink nose there. I'll give you the dumb lion mouth, why not, and whiskers. Yeah, there you go. That's a perfectly serviceable cat. So how do we turn you into a catgirl cosplay? So obviously, first and foremost, let's round this out here at the bottom so they're more obviously paws instead of just terminating in a line. There we go. Check out my new book. Check out my new cosplay. I'm a human being an animal being a human. I'm a dude dressed as a dude disguised as another dude. That's a better movie than people think. So we're just gonna stretch this out a little bit. Because we obviously need big, wide, red and white stripe. Or is pink better? Pink's better. Wearing pink and white striped tights. Tropic Thunder was way more entertaining than it had any right to be. Yeah. Like, a lot of the, like, all of the trailers made it look really stupid, but it, like, had shit to say about, like, identity and how you're being viewed by other people and how it's important to, like, keep your own sense of identity and all of that, and it's really cool, and all of that just kind of got lost with, you never go full, you know, the whole thing. I don't need to do their bad jokes that they did. Exactly. Because if you're being a cat girl, you have to have pink and white striped tights. It's just the rules. Oh, dag. I doofed that up a little bit. Let's, I end up drawing, outlines like 9 times when I make stuff. Digitally, just because it's easier. It's like, yeah, it looks a little sloppy, but fuck it. It's fine. Oh, and you need the back ones too, don't you? Yeah. So, like that. Like that. Like that. Like that. That's probably good. And the other side. Been laying so go with fruit punch all the time. Maybe softer in the middle, but I'm still hardcore, stealing stuff from my own dang store. That's a, oh. So, I almost said, I wonder why we've never played, Strong Bad's cool game for awesome people, attractive people, on stream, and then I realized that we did, that Katie did literally that entire series. Like, it was one of the earlier streams she ever did, and it was very, very good. Well, I guess what I'm trying to tell you is that I have a very bad memory for literally all things. And, what else do we need? Okay, so... Okay, so... Since they're a cat that's pretending to be a cat girl, here's how we do that. We get another white band, and we put it just right around the front as a headband. And I'm really sorry. I want you to know right now that I'm sorry. But the headband's gonna give the cat human ears on the side. There we go. Perfect. I mean, I say perfect, it's horrifying. But, no, actually, that's too... These should be like this so we know it connects. Did the outline a little too thick there. And similarly, gonna have a white band around the chest. Just like that. That kind of looks like a bra, but is mostly just there to, like, hold the fake arm. Coming out from the side. Holding up the peace sign, except that's the wrong side. That's the wrong side to do that. That makes it the British go fuck yourself sign. Screwed that up. It's the little things. That's not right, is it? Nope. It sure isn't. That's not how thumbs go. It could just be a, like, poor quality one where the hand's reversed, but, yeah. That's not how I want to do. there we go. We need a little bit of outline for the headband too. And there we go. So that's a horrifying thing we did today. Yep, this is why I like doing this, because when I woke up this morning, I'm like, I wonder what I'm going to end up drawing today. And apparently, it's going to be cat, girl, cat, girl. Okay. Super plus plus. Thanks, George. I'm not selling anything today. Anyone have other ideas? Does not have to be, it doesn't have to be a weird thing to start off with. Trust me, I am very capable of weirding stuff up on my own. For right now, I'm just gonna do a couple of these little doodle monsters. Because I really like doing my doodle monsters. Don't listen to me, but Danny DeVito cosplaying as a cat girl. Okay. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that, first of all, because I can't draw Danny DeVito well, but mostly it's just because I don't want to, like, do repeats of the same thing. I'm trying to chart new territory in terms of art. This is a new movement I'm starting. Oh, that's no good. Need some pupils, bruh, or are you fine? That's okay. We'll delete you once we get around to it. Jeff Brixton. Alice has just put an up in chat. I presume that means you also want Danny DeVito cosplaying as a cat girl. Like, first of all, I'm pretty sure you can find Danny DeVito cosplaying as a cat girl. This was a bad thing to type into Google. No, we have both of those things, but not together. Alright. So, Pargon. So... I've had a lot of Danny DeVito with Catwoman. Yeah. I also can't believe it's not a thing, be honest with you. I thought for sure that I was going to hit that button and come up with something. And come up with something that was going to, like, violate my Twitch terms of service. We're trying to make partner out here. We don't need to accidentally put smut out there. Only smut that we want purposefully out in the world is what we're putting on here. Got those square glasses, like... Goes out to his ears, which are presumably somewhere behind his hair. Okay, so I'm doing this because I was shocked it wasn't a thing. But after this, I don't want to see the words Danny DeVito or Catgirl in the chat, okay? We're smarter than this. We're more creative than this. And I think that we can come up with something cooler. I believe in all of us. Danny DeVito has orange cat ears. Because he's basically Garfield if Garfield were a human. Catgirl cosplaying Waluigi. Come on now. Come on. You can't just meme all the time. It's not good for you. You gotta have a little bit of you gotta have a little bit of extra sauce. You gotta bring your own flavor to the mix. Here's Danny DeVito's wide, dumb mouth. I assume he's not a dumb man. He seems fine. Oh, white on that, like, Caucasian flesh tone is really difficult to see. And then no neck, we just go to round body. And a tank top. Alright, he's got his mouth open. The whole reason he's doing that is because he needs, like, the one fang, right? There we go. Perfect. going up, and then the big, like, oversized paw hands. Actually, I should have drawn that in as orange first and then done the light beans. I'll do that in a second. Go back to the orange. Here we go. Yeah, exactly. Danny DeVito, well-known hater of Mondays. You know, like pretty much everyone. You don't hate Mondays, bruh. You hate capitalism. And just like, no, that needs to be taller, doesn't it? Like orange. Orange boots here. Same thing on the other side. And I'm doing that thing where, like, the feet are cheating out so you can tell what is a shoe and what isn't. I'm not too concerned about that, honestly. I do kind of want to make them even, though. There we go. And we got like little, can I get that smaller? I cannot. And they're furry boots, so they got like hair growing off the side of them. That's actually really difficult to do when you don't have a lot of fine control. So we're just gonna paste over that with some black and pretend it didn't happen. Outline fixes everything. Always had it, never didn't have it. And his body's still that flesh tone. Lost my grip on my mouse there, so I'm gonna have to fix that dip in a second, but yeah, it's fine. There we go, just fix the outlines again. It's good, and then we got a little, like, chest hair over here. get... And his tank top has like kind of a pink belly and then the tiger stripes. There we go. So if you're just joining us, we are in fact drawing Danny DeVito as a cat girl. That's why I like doing the art stream. Because I get to do wacky crap like this. Yeah, Riz, you got it. Hello, by the way. I'm happy that you decided to stop in with us today. We are giving it our all. That's good, and then we just get some leg hair on there. Get some of this happening. That's good. And the tiger tummy stripes. You know, like Hobbs had. And down here too. Yeah, there it is. Just a little more. And then we just trace back over the outlines, clean those up a little bit. Outline forgives all sins. Yeah. Perfect. So DeVito, DeVito or DiVito? Pretty sure DeVito, right? Danny DeVito only has a cat girl. Wonderful. DDE Vito. Good. I'm very glad that everyone in chat automatically could correct me on how Danny DeVito's name is pronounced, or spelled rather. Alright. So let us find a new thing to draw. Again, I'm still taking suggestions from chat as long as they're not Danny DeVito or Catgirl based. Because we've done 2 Catgirls and we did Danny DeVito last week. I think we're all very smart and creative people here, and I think that we can come up with something just absolutely stellar. And in the meantime, I'm just gonna keep going with my doodle monster right here. Right now it's looking like a chili pepper, and that's great. I'm not sure what this is. When I started drawing, I was like, oh, this like thick part down here can be the chin. And then it kind of didn't go that way. So we're just kind of gonna see what happens with it. Is that large bean? No, large bean is too spooky for me to draw. You know me, I'm an abject coward. I'm not gonna draw a scary thing on stream. Although I do kind of not know what's up with his proportions, like the middle of his face is canted about 90 degrees. How about this then? Because, you know, it's art. It's Outback Steakhouse, no rules, just right. We don't have to keep the start of this shape we made. We can just keep what we want and then keep going with something else. So I think we can take this. Let's use the smooth draw. Let's do this. And now, congratulations, friend. You've become the world's shittest mermaid. I'm glad to have you here. A ghost mermaid? So, here's an important question. Is a ghost mermaid the ghost of a mermaid, or is it a ghost that has decided to become a mermaid? Because when you're a ghost, you kind of get to decide your own form, right? I don't know why I always draw hair like this. I always draw hair like it's Sonic the Hedgehog, and that's kind of not okay. I really wish Passepartout had like a fill. It doesn't, though. Listen, when I become a ghost, I'm gonna be able to fishtail it up at least once. Right? Like, if I didn't have a corporeal form that I was bound to, I would look different literally every day. Because I can just choose to, and fuck it. Genetics, physics. Go take a running jump off of the tiniest boat, where I will catch you in my sweet, sweet fin arms. This is, not looking great. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought this was gonna be better when I started doing it. It'll probably be fine once I get rid of the pieces that aren't hair. See, that's the thing about art. You just take a blank canvas and then you remove everything that isn't David, right? Exactly. No mistakes, only happy accidents. I'm just gonna put this up for sale here. And your name is Jeff Brixton. Good. Alright, so Since we don't have suggestions rolling in, I'm gonna do this. Make something a little more intricate than the doodle monsters. Try my hand, it's just some good old regular art. You know, stuff that you might, like, actually see. I'm trying to sell out up here. I'm trying to go mainstream. Okay. I'm looking at this and I've realized that I've done this wrong. So, let's wipe that because we need this in portrait. Coffee or tea? Well, I got some news for you, fam. It's not, coffee or tea quite so much as it is a hat. How are we doing this? Like this, I think? Yeah, like that. Now we get the crust on. Make that sort of a toaster boy. How do we do this? Tell you what, we'll do it this way. We'll put this brown out here. Or do we want this brown out here and then have the crust be a darker brown? Yeah, I think that's the way to go. So we're just gonna have a heavy brown crust outline. Not worried about the outline, the black outline too much. I'm gonna go over that anyway, because I fucking always go over it twice. And just swing it like this. Perfect, we'll take some Concord grape and get some jam going across there. And I'll tell you what we've done wrong up here. That this whole thing doesn't need to look like that. I'm going to use this right here and make ourselves a nice egg. Here we go. You're not going to be able to see it, but there's like a little bit wider spot up here. can't use like a brighter... I can't use like a darker red than that because the darkest red I already have is our background. In fact, I guess I could go back over it, but this is fine. That up and get some white so we get some fat marbling in there for our bacon legs. And then out here for your arms you gotta fork, like, actually, I feel like I kind of boofed that up, like, immediately, so let's make that the spoon. And this other side will be the fork. There we go, not so round. There we go, perfect. I feel like I need to make the egg head just a little bit wider so it looks like it's going into the hat. And then up here we have a nice china white mug. Just like that. It's a little white on the inside too. But a little bit of brown so you can see where the tea or coffee is. Just redo that outline real quick. Because you need to get this blue. Just a flat... Gosh dang it, that second where you're trying to hit Control Z, and you know that's not how this goes. MFW Control Z no work. Just resketch the line. There we go. Perfect. And then it's the same thing down here. I'm just gonna have to redo that interior line. But that's okay. Just slide that in like that. And we use the blue to make the dot pattern all along the sides like this. Here we go. And now I think we just put outlines back on everything, and that'll be our lot. I would love to find a way to draw a bowl of cereal in with all of this, but I think that's a little too... I think that's dreaming a little too hard. There we go. Personally, I think Miss Breakfast looks plenty dapper. I agree. I think Miss Breakfast is really going places. This is our hit new children's series. We're gonna sell this to Disney for a mint. It is so hard to do decent outlines with jittery hands clutching a mouse. Let me tell you. It's a hell of a process. We'll just clean that up a little bit. And we'll work on our bacon legs. Which actually do really need the outline to separate it from the slightly darker of the background. I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to give Miss Breakfast a face. Or if it's better if it's just like if it's just clearly egg. Egg is here where head go. But I think this is good. I feel like I wanna... Can I get some, like, highlights on the spoon? Yeah, there we go. That looks good. That's gonna do the thing, I think. I'm pretty happy with that. Excuse me, I'm just taking a sip of this box of wine. Because I'm an adult. But I haven't outgrown my love for Capri Sun. What are we calling this? Madame Breakfast is ready to fight you. There we go. Perfect. We got time for one more, I think, before it's, before I need to get into some painting. What do we want? I'm willing to take literally any suggestion. As long as it's not lewd. That's going to get me, thrown in ToS jail. Draw someone thrown in ToS jail. I guess I kind of, like... I invited that straight up, didn't I? Fair enough. How do we do that? So, how about this? Let's draw the back line. No, it needs to be back a little bit further than that. Thrown in ToS jail, imprisoned for Twitch crimes. They've just got like a little, like, shitty cot, right? Because you don't stay in ToS jail forever. The guard can be anthropomorphic community guidelines. No, I think I got a good idea of how this looks. So we draw the background first. When drawing digitally, we draw front to back, or back to front, because it's easy to just put shit over other shit. Like on top of that, there's a pillow, right? I really like this track, in case that wasn't obvious. Just gonna cut these in. And then we have, probably not me. I don't really feel like drawing myself, or even the, like, cartoon representation of myself, in Twitch jail, so let's just have kind of just generic prisoner. Got like some pants. Charles Martinet. Oh, I absolutely can't draw Charles Martinet. Charles Martinet is an American treasure. I would feel very bad about depicting him in jail. Yeah, there we go. Like some, like, shoes. That's what shoes look like, right? Sort of. We're gonna do that Danny DeVito cheat we did last time. Where the legs are cheating out. We got the thing there. Let's get a flesh tone in to tell the difference between pants and shoes, because that's going to be hard once I start doing this. There we go, just like that. Actually, it's like all the way up, isn't it? So, it's basically just a onesie. This isn't the uniform, this is just what I was wearing when I was arrested. I like black and white stripes. My ma always said they was slimmin'. My ma. She always told me I was gonna end up in ToS Jail. I did too many memes. She said to me, she said, Georgie, one of these days, the big bad Bezos man is gonna lock you up. And you're just gonna have to stay there. They're not gonna help you out of the prison, the memes. They'll gladly put you in there, but God knows they're not gonna help you out. I don't know. I started doing a voice. I kind of couldn't stop. That happens to me a lot. There was a period of time where I was recording, like, the things I said and did while I was just on car trips by myself. Because I get bored driving. It was a really bad idea, but I did it anyway. And it was mostly just me cursing in various voices. And, like, singing badly to songs that were not on the radio. Arse Crumpet. Crumpet's a good one. I should add that to the insult bot. There we go. Caligula's Last Needle, Terra Funnels, and Dancing Cakes. These are all really horrible things to say to people. Oh dang. Well. I'm looking at this and, no, hang on, we do it like this. Because it's Twitch prison, obviously the bars are purple. That is too thick. That is too thick, and you will not be able to read the prisoner's expression through the bars. Hang on, I can fix this. Hang on, I've got it. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, it's fine. Since it's Twitch, shouldn't the bars be broken or missing entirely? Listen. There's only so much biting the hand that I'm willing to do. Actually, let's use the, just so these can be straight and smooth. Which are two things I'm not. Let's use the... smooth line. There we go. I realize I've done this in the wrong order again. Because I still need to do the facial expression, and that's going to be hard behind these bars, but oh well, I've already started. I might as well finish. It's amazing how often I say that. Joking aside, I know a streamer who got banned for a couple of days and somehow got a response out of them. And that response was basically, you know what you did. Like, not to be telling tales out of school, but what did they do? Did they do, like... nobody knows? It was just something? Oh, no, hang on, not that. Back to the regular one. Shouldn't they like have a listing? It's like it was this day, it was this stream. Like figure it out. Figure out the horrible thing you did. Not even that, just fuck you. That absolutely sucks. I think they said what stream it was, so he watched to see what happened, and he still doesn't know. Like, I've seen streams that, like, accidentally have boobs on them for longer than they should, and that's fine. The fact that, like, Twitch won't say what the thing was kind of leads me to believe that maybe someone goofed. Kind of reminds me of that time I got pulled over. One of the several times I got pulled over. Where, like, the police officer was, talking to me, and was like, I was coming home at, like, 2 a.m. on my way home from somewhere. I was 18 at the time. And, did not drink at the time, and this will become important later. And yes, I was in a shitty car, and, like, as soon as the cop pulled me over, like, the first thing out of his mouth was, "Have you been drinking tonight?" I'm like, "No," because at the time I didn't drink. And it's like, I kind of, like, you can just tell me if you were drinking. It's like, I have not been drinking. I can kind of smell the alcohol in your breath. Sir, I assure you that is not possible. And after, like, a minute and a half of this non-questioning, it was like, well, I pulled you over because I noticed your seatbelt wasn't on. It's like, no you fucking didn't, you asshole. Like, have the decency to not goddamn lie to me. I'm just gonna give you kind of, some old school cartoon eyes to fit with your attire. Here we go. And now we just redraw the bars. Perfect. Yeah, exactly. If you're gonna lie, make an effort. It doesn't even have to be a good effort. Just, like, do something, man. This bottom outline so we know where that ends. I'm actually going to make that a little bit bigger so we can cover up the shit we fucked up down there. Perfect. And then over top of it, hang on, you're going to see my background again for just a second while I do some maneuvering. There we go. That's all I need. Just a little bit. So we do this like this, and like that, and then there, and there. exactly lying to me about me is not effective. It's like, I understand the truth of the situation. Anyway, the police are scum and death to kings. Follow me on my mastodon. Not even a joke. We have the... lying someone about themselves is an abuser tactic, which makes it extra scary when it's some random cop doing it. Yeah, right? Get you kind of Dorito-shaped. You also get some pants. I'll just fill you in a little bit so we can... No, you do the lighter purple, I think. Yeah, there it is. The cat girl, girl cat has no energy. Yeah, I know. I've stopped paying... See, this is actually a really great... I'm gonna have to redo all of this, but that's fine. This is actually a really great representation of kind of art and criticism and how that process goes. Because I used to get really mad at all of these people who, like, come up and just shout random shit at me and my art. And now I just don't care. It's like, I'm over giving a fuck what these randos on the street have to think, and I'm just playing to my audience. You know, like, if you get it, you get it, and if you don't get it, then I don't expect you to. Listen, I'm not out here doing art for the masses, I'm doing art for me, and if you want to come along on my journey, then that's great, but if you want to just sit there and live your dumb little life and not understand the great shit that I am bringing to the world, I think that you can just go jump off of a double fire. I've ascended to the third plane of art, the elemental plane of art. I don't know about all that, but I am pretty happy with how I made Glitch look. How does this go? It's kind of a lump, and then we'll deal with the fine detail later. Oh, fuck. I did that as the... Gosh darn it. I made this the outside arm line, and then I did a further outside arm line, so now that's not going to match up. Dupe. Aw dang and beans. There we go. That's better. I mean, we have to erase all this now, and that's not easy in Passbar 2, but that's the price you pay. That's the price you pay for not paying attention to what you're arting. Let's just erase that whole setup. Yeah, there we go. And then we can just redraw the whole fist. I mean, sometimes you gotta take the fist all the way out to make sure it fits in, right? I'm gonna get thrown in ToS jail if I don't stop shit like that. Got a nice billow club there. I'm sorry? A cross between a billy club and a pillow. No, I was thinking a cross between a billy club and a Brillo pad, which is significantly worse. Yeah. You know, it's an implement. It's not really meant to not be painful. I draw these lines here. Give you some lapels. It's kind of like, I kind of started out wanting to draw like a Keystone Cop and then realized I don't have a concept for what that outfit looks like really, so he's more of a detective now, but I think it's probably fine. That's that man that's the man I'm gonna kill. God, the pilot for Heroes is really bad. I don't know if you've ever seen it. Like, Heroes was a great show that, like, had a bunch of problems because of, like, the writer's strike and a whole bunch of other stuff. But I liked it while it was on. But I'm just gonna cut that there, I think. And there. The DVDs have like have the pilot, the unaired pilot episode, and there's a lot of things that are different, and they're all different in bad ways. It's like you meet a lot more characters, you meet them really quick, their motivations are entirely different. I'm just gonna give you a nice gold buckle on your belt too. Yeah, that looks good. I was doing the same really bad feet because apparently there's only one goddamn way I know of to draw feet. Alice has told me it's better than Rob Liefeld, which is correct. Just kind of not give you a skin tone. It's going to be white all the way around. There. God damn it. God damn it, Andy. Andy types in chat, there's only one feat, and Kristie is his prophet, which is a 13th Warrior reference. Which is one of my favorite movies. It's easily in my top 5. Yeah. It's Antonio Banderas is a Muslim surrounded by a bunch of guys who are very obviously Vikings. I'm just gonna clean up these a little bit. And I think that's good. Yeah, that looks good. And we're gonna save this. Oh, we can't save this. Hang on. Hang on, I gotta back off from this very quickly and get rid of Mermaid Bean here. And that's fine, that gives us some space. What is this called? Boob socks are not a crime. Perfect. So, here we have 4 really great entries. I'm not interested in doing the Doodle Monster as a full piece. Oh, no. Glory to Rastotska! I'm not interested in doing Doodle Monster as a full piece. Boob socks sound delightful. Hi, Lisa. We've just finished with the first part of our stream. We've made a whole bunch of really interesting things. They're certainly interesting. You can't say they're not. And now we're just going to pick what we're going to paint over on canvas. So, who's got preferences? As a reminder... We do have... Fuck off. As a reminder, we have Boob Socks Are Not a Crime. We got a man in ToS Jail. We have Madame Breakfast is ready to fight you. Cat Girl, Cat Girl. Which is a cat cosplaying as a cat girl. Which is super weird. But that's fine. And then also Danny DeVito cosplaying as a cat girl. I would kind of rather not do this since we did a Danny DeVito thing last week and I don't want to get, like, typecast. I don't want this to be my DeVito period. But I will do whatever. Who has strong opinions? I like Madame Breakfast. I do too, really. I also hope Boob Socks, but Madame Breakfast is a close second. Why are you... Shut up, Maggie. I'm painting with plenty of passion. I don't need your bullshit. I think Madame Breakfast is really... We're seeing more Boob Socks, Madame Breakfast. I'm seeing more votes for Boob Socks. I guess we're gonna go with that, then? Thank you, Xenon. I appreciate the clip. Let's get Steve out of the way. So as much as I like Madame Breakfast, and I'm absolutely gonna save that one for later and see if I can just do something for the fuck of it. It looks like Boob Socks is winning, so we're just gonna do Boob Socks here. I'm just gonna save that, do the screenshot, and I'm gonna save these other ones to screenshot also, just so I don't forget, so I can post them to Mastodon later. And, we're gonna do that then. We're gonna do, ToS Jail. I'm gonna leave the music running. I'm gonna mute myself, go to a BRB screen, and we need to do a little bit of maneuvering so I can get the easel and stuff in here. It's going to be somewhere between 5 and 7 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Chat amongst yourselves. I will be right back. Hey there. Don't be alarmed. You're about to see the raw camera, and I'm gonna have to adjust some stuff. We're not quite ready to go, but we are getting very close. That look good? I feel like I want to angle that just a touch more. No, that's cool. Just sync like that. Yeah, it is called raw on my list of shots here that I have in camera, and I don't know why. Hang on, we just need to loop behind this real quick. Because there's the thing that should be tight that isn't tight. There it is. So, oh dang it. Okay. Hello there. Ready to go. Nope, we are not. We are not quite ready to go. Whoops. Whoops. You know, there's a... Oh, crap. Thanks, Chris. Thanks for holding the thing up. I appreciate you. I did all of that noise, and now I have to... I'm gonna mute myself again, because I need to do stuff to this. I need to pull the paint out of the easel. I'm gonna go to a BRB screen so you don't see my bare legs while I do that. Two more seconds. Won't be very long. Your girl thought she was so damn smart. It's like, ooh, look at me. I went and got hot water and paper towels and all the other shit I need. I'm ready to do a painting. Then I hit the button and it's like, oh yeah, you got paint? And I'm like, fuck. Fuck. Okay. It turns out I don't have everything I need. But we are about ready to go. Is that in shot well? Yeah. That's a pretty good shot. I think that's fine. So what colors are we gonna need? Oh. Here's the other thing I didn't do. I did not bring up the piece of art we're supposed to be emulating. Give me just a second to make that happen. I'm told that 4 million Scovilles clear the sciences, which I'm willing to believe. Here we go. Perfect. Screenshot library. Take this one. Show it on disk. I can drag it from there right into OBS. Yeah? Yeah, I can. Look at that. Is Jackie Lombardi rated DeFalco? I can't imagine they're not. I mean, there's only so many Lombardis in the world, and they're all Falcons, so... Like, I'm not trying to be racist, but I'm pretty sure all Falcons are related. So... What do we want out of this? So... when we... again, when we do digital art, we do it back to front. Background to foreground, because it's easy in a digital space to just go over something. Here on canvas, we need to do it the other way around. We need to put our frontispiece out forward first, and then move in from there. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to take our pencil brush, if I can figure out what the hell I did with it. Because it's in here motherfucking somewhere. There it is. Take our very thin-tipped pencil brush, and we're gonna take a degree of midnight black, or licorice, I guess, and slap it on this $2 palette I bought at a Target. Now I say $2, it was significantly cheaper than that, mostly because I got a bunch of them, like in one go. It was a pack of 3. Like, I just need a dish to hold the paints. And this is perfectly capable of doing that job. I think you're supposed to hold it. I think you're supposed to hold it like this. It's kind of how I remember Bob Ross doing it, where like the palette rests against his arm. His was a lot bigger. But hey, it's not the size of the palette that counts, it's how you use the colors you put on it. Right? Ladies? Ladies? Am I right? I'm also embarrassed. I'm embarrassed at myself. What are we doing? We should start with the glitch head, I think. Because that'll give us some idea of how big we want everything else. That's how you measure stuff when you're drawing. Any animator will tell you. You measure by the size of the head. Like Fred Flintstone is 4 heads tall in relation to his own head. Granted, that boy has a, like, real tall head, but... it's kind of a rule of thumb. No, don't fall on me. Don't do that now. You're gonna make me mad if you fall over. 'Cause you're gonna make me skitter a big old line across my canvas. I can't have that. As a matter of fact, I'm just gonna set all of this down for a second and readjust my twiddle knobs to make sure you don't go anywhere. I'm just gonna righty-tighty you right in a motherfucking place. Oh yeah. That motherfucker ain't moving for nothing. Nope, that's the other way around. Let's twiddle some knobs there. Let's move Chris back too. Just a little bit. There you go. Chris likes to be on camera. It's a shame he never got the opportunity when he was alive. That's a good joke. It's a very sad joke. It's all that dino protein, right? It just makes your head super thick. That's why all the Cro-Magnons kind of look like that, with, you know, the super wide jaws and massive foreheads and everything. I'm just gonna draw the neck out. Doesn't have to be a super thick neck. And the neck goes down into there. Get ourselves a nice lapel. Then we go down from there into a yet larger lapel for the suit jacket. And the same thing over here on this side. Here we go. Now how do we want to do this? I guess we draw the arms out, right? And then come back around, so, because the arms that we have over here come around the front, and we need to draw those first, because we're drawing, remember, from foreground to background, so we need to make sure that whatever we draw in this space, the suit jacket is adequately covered by the arm, so we do that first. That sounds right. Where are our frames at? We've only dropped like 100 today. That's pretty good. I'm not naive enough to think that that means the issue is fixed, but it's nice when things work the way you want it to. Yeah, that's about the size we need. We'll just draw that out a little bit further. You're not wanting to cover evenly right now. Why aren't you? There we go, and it goes almost to the, does the arm, to the center of the suit jacket. And then the hand goes on the other side of that. Thank you. I'm being told there is rice when I'm done. Oh, both chicken and rice. What a lucky girl I am. So we're just gonna Dorito shape you again. Go down. And now we need to draw the arm in, I think. Hey, I also had chicken and rice for dinner. Hey! It's good. It's a good quick meal. I think I'm fine with Glitch not having, like, fingers on their hands. Like, it's an abstract concept anyway. So I'm fine with it having these sort of, like, blub glubs. Just even out these lines a little bit. And then the billy club, which goes up. Just like that. There we go. And do we want to make that any longer? Not too much longer. Our club in the digital version is a little bit thicker. I don't know if that's a good idea. Well, we can thicken it out just a little bit. There's a lot of black just kind of hanging out on that piece of canvas. It'll dry blobby anyway if we don't do something with it. To be honest with you, I'm a little bit afraid that Twitch is just going to come shut down the stream. Like, I have this little tight feeling in my stomach that's like, you know, Jeff Bezos, he's going to come himself over here. Let's see, oh, someone's doing art stream. Oh, let's see what people are doing on my wonderful service that I totally invented and didn't buy from Justin TV. And then it's going to be like, someone's doing a political cartoon. Of my service? On my service? Well, this can't be allowed. And I'm probably protected under, like, some sort of parody law, but, I don't think that would matter. Just gonna Dorito body you a little bit more. There we go. That's about what a suit jacket looks like, I think. I've owned one or two in my life. You'd think I'd know. What you're drawing is a direct criticism of Twitch as a service, therefore it's making a statement on subject matter and is therefore 100% protected. Under law, sure, but that doesn't mean that, you know, they have to give me a platform to ridicule their policies on their service. Like, I'm technically a contractor. That's not even wrongful employment. Or wrongful unemployment. Everyone else allows you to... Well, yeah, but those are people that bring in more money. Right? We are a small-time stream. Like if they lose Vine Sauce, that's actually a lot of money that's going away. If they lose Loading Ready Run, that's a lot of money that's going away. Hi, B. Thank you for showing up. We are indeed doing some art. This is a representation of my feelings about the Twitch terms of service laws. It is a very powerful statement about the sort of police state rendered by Amazon upon their service and their servitors, because you have yourself a contractors just kind of they're kind of just contractors, you know, and they're put out and they say, come on, here, do what you like. And then they say, oh, no, you do this? Oh, no, not that. Do other things which make us money. Don't sit here and do a poor French accent that's going to upset everyone. Why are you doing this thing? I think you need to go into our jail. Become ban, I think. I should have stopped that voice like fucking 10 minutes ago. There's a lot of ban talk going around today, huh? Didn't Twitch ban porn really recently or something? Twitch has never allowed porn. Twitch is has a really kind of whiffy series of rules about what you can and can't show, based on laws of some kind. But mostly it's just the... I drew a belt on the other one, and I don't think it looks good. We're not going to do that over here. Tumblr banned porn, and that ban goes into effect. Yeah. No, Lisa's got it. Tumblr banned porn recently. The ban doesn't go into effect on the 17th, I think. And listen, I don't know what you think your service is for, but people aren't going on Tumblr en masse to look at girls that look like Skrillex.tumblr.com. I'd flagged half of the posts on my art blog, but none of the actual porn I've drawn. Do we want to do... Yeah, I think this is good, and now we need to deal with the bars in the back. So let's draw our bottom bar. We'll just flathead this brush all the way down. How come I never got to see your porn, Lisa? It's secret porn. I'm really looking forward to the debate about pre-op shirtless trans guys on Tumblr because I'm sure that won't turn into a social media mismanagement clusterfuck. Yeah, it's gonna break bad for them. It's already breaking bad for them. It's just going to continue to do so. Like I said, I don't know what they think their service is used for by the majority of people. But yeah, it's porn. I have like maybe a handful of Tumblr links saved to my bookmarks, and I'll give you a hint what's on them. Boobs and penises, often in conjunction. Right, at least we still have boob sock jail, because boob socks are not a crime. What are we doing right now? We need the bars going up, so for that we're gonna take some True Blue. I don't know why I'm saying these names, except that I saw Bob Ross do it, quite honest with you. Get some cadmium yellow, titanium white. Mix those together, get a really nice color. You can take away our female presenting nipples, but you can't take our boys away. I don't know, I'm pretty sure they can, will, and most likely have done. Try and get... I'm not certain just how much we need a different brush for this, I think. I'm not quite certain how this color is going to turn out. I'm interested to see. We're going to use this one. It's still small, but it's not the, like, pencil brush we're using for this. That's looking okay. Wow, buying this easel was... buying this, palette was a real good purchase. I can actually see the colors mixing together instead of having to fight it. That's like the exact purple I want. It's difficult to see on camera. That's unfortunate. Titanium white. So there's now an empty sea of sexual tension. Yeah, just like the rest of America. Heyo. I think that's a good joke. I don't know anymore. Just gonna stripe that. There it is. And we need to leave these pretty wide. So that we have the space to see our prisoner through them. The exact purple is the name for the purple of my Twitch name. I thought that was officially Twitch purple. Yeah, I'm sure they've trademarked a color because that's a fucking thing you can do. Because that's the world in which we live. You know, no one's allowed to use red for anything. If you try, Coca-Cola comes to your house and tells you to knock it off. I think legally they want you to use a specific purple with their logo. Doesn't Twitch get real mad if you use the wrong purple? I mean, I've done my best to try and emulate the Twitch purple just because, like, not for any legal reason necessarily, it just makes the joke work better if it's instantly recognizable as, like, the Twitch logo. Just gonna put that in right there and then I'm pretty sure this is the correct color. I'm not gonna feel too bad if I moved it though, because what are you gonna do? Don't anthropomorphize glitch with arms, legs, accessories, or other facial expressions. So, me drawing them as a old-timey officer with a billy club probably isn't cool. Under no circumstances is the logo to be worn as clothing. If torn or tattered, the logo should be burned immediately. That's great. That's a real thing you're supposed to do with American flags. I wonder how many, like... Nah, I'm not gonna do that. That's a bad way. I don't want to get political right now. If I say that thing, it's going to get political. And that's not what I want to do. This is a completely apolitical image that I've created, you know. As long as I've got the purple, let's just... There we go. Do not wear a paper printout of the logo except as a replacement for undergarments. I'm pretty sure they can't stop me. I'm almost positive they don't know what's in my trousers. I would be shocked if they did. As long as we've loaded up on all this purple, let's just make glitches suit that same color. And that scans. Yeah, like I said, I'm leaving off the belt because I think it just makes the whole image too sloppy. Like it's a distracting piece of focus. Can I angle this up a little bit? I feel like I should be able to, but it's not happening. Oh well. You're gonna lose your right to draw a glitch. I mean, oh well. I guess I'll just have to draw more people who were breakfast then. Like, I got so many mind grapes that like they can't be squoze enough. I got all sorts of shit in here. Oh heck, speaking of mind grapes. Let's get into this. We have an alcohol. I think I'm not actually allowed to say what that is. It's not glitch anyway, it's a speech bubble with a face. Right, an entirely untrademarked, completely legally distinct from the popular branding image speech bubble with a face. Glorch. Everyone knows Glorch. Glorch put you in ToS jail for boob socks. Everyone loves the Glorch. He is a terrific athlete. One day, Glorch was walking his dog Pom Pom, and he saw a streamer using the N-word on his twitching service. This seems fine, said Glonk. What I'm trying to say is that terms of service are always applied unevenly. I'm just gonna stretch up here a little bit so I don't have to stretch quite as far to get in the armholes here. Get right in that armholes. Yeah, deep in those armholes. TOS more like POS, am I right? Yeah, not wrong. Listen, just because it's a bad joke doesn't make it not true. Like, practice is a really good way to get to Carnegie Hall. You can't just legally say you're sponsored by a brand if you're not. Yeah. Oh no, we're not sponsored by anything. I was just gonna say what I'm drinking, but I don't know. I already feel like I'm skirting the line with this completely apolitical image, and I don't wanna heck up. And I think that's all the purple I'm going to need for this. Yeah, let's make your eyebrows just a little bit angrier. There we go. Perfect. Once I looked up how Twitch deals with streamers that stream high, and the general community response was, if it's not legal in your state, don't tell anyone, they'll already know anyway. Yeah. Like, I can take a ton of cough syrup before I go on stream, just as long as I don't tell anyone that I'm taking just a ton of cough syrup when I go on stream. I'm talking with my hands, because my face isn't in the shot like John Cena. What's next? What's the next thing? I guess moving from back to front, what we need are, double beans. So one of the things we should have done before we put the bars up is draw in the hands here and here. But that's fine. It's okay. We can just draw them in later. It'll just look a little weird, I think, because the colors will mix unevenly. So let's go back to the black. I had paper towels. Here we go. To wipe off the brushes with. Here we go. Get ready to use your pingors. Oh, okay. I was doing actual Charles Martinet, not Mario. What if we lived in an alternate reality where Twitch actually has a jail they can lock you up in? I would not like to live in that world. It's like, I like Cyberpunk, but unfortunately, a lot of the things that are Cyberpunk about our current space and time are the parts of Cyberpunk I didn't want. Right? What I wanted was neon and, like, replaceable robot legs and cool cyber eyes that I can see into the infrared with. Instead of that, I got corporate control of every living goddamn creature. And, I'm not super happy about it. Like, no one is, I guess. My PeerTube instance has a video called Cyberpunk Is Now on it. Yeah. I'm willing to bet I understand the, that I know the kind of thesis behind that statement, and whoops. Whoops is all I can say. Is this dry enough for me to draw over it? Yeah. So let's get those hands a-poppin'. That's really bad foreshortening, by the way. Like, I understand you don't come to me because I'm a great artist. You come to me because I create entertaining things and can do talk good sometime. But, I don't know. Sometimes I just kind of feel bad about it. Just gonna make your neck. There we go. Make your neck! I come here for the art, I only watch the other streams out of a sense of obligation. I appreciate you saying that. Like a megacorpse and pay for play police forces are two things I didn't want from Shadowrun. Right, it would be really nice if I could get my, like, goddamn data jack without a bunch of absolute bullshit, but I think we're gonna have to wait through the bullshit before the data jack happens. And need to thin that out because this eye needs to be done pretty precisely. Actually, no, I need to do the skin tone first before I do the rest of the face, so that I have something to draw over, so I don't make the same mistake I did with the hands. So, let's actually drop this and get this thicker brush back out, and then we can do the stripes on the. Come on. I know you can get off of there. We can do the stripes on the jailbird suit. The Johnny Cash special. The con collegiate uniform. Getting your data jack without bullshit sounds like really vanilla masturbation. Listen, I don't kink shame you. I don't come to your house and, like, knock the Dragon's Den thing out of your hand. Not gonna lie to you, these stripes are really calming to do. This is a nice flat. Just a nice flat swipe. Don't have to think about it too hard, just... Alright, I'll stop that now. Sorry. I only had one more. I figured I might as well finish. I'm going to continue to not lie to you and tell you that this is actually one heck of an arm workout. ASMR is literally Satan and not the good kind. I mean, I'm not trying to ASMR. If I tingle someone accidentally, I'm sorry for invading your personal median response. Let's get the shoes too, as long as I've got this. Got too much shit on my desk over here. I was really afraid I just knocked like a whole thing of water off my desk, but it's okay. Everything is fine. Everything is cool here in the land of the brave new world. I'm thinking about Styx, the band, a lot more, having been watching Sue's stream of Master of Shadows. They're a good band. They're not as good as I remember. It's like writing numbers for me, which is literally why I have notepads just full of numbers. Random, actually, serious question. Oil or water-based paints are you using? These are acrylics. They're just cheap-ass folk art acrylics. You can get these at a Walmart. They're like $1 a bottle. Like, with the exception of this very nice easel that my my wonderful wife got for me for my birthday, or not for my birthday, for our anniversary. Everything that I paint with, you could get for like $20. Which is part of the reason I like doing the stream, is because I like just being, hey, you know, you can just make art. You can just decide to do that. No one fucking stops you. It's not even that big of a, like, monetary investment. We're gonna just take some of this brown-ass brown and throw some white in there so we can get a flesh tone for our convict. Easel would be a great name. A great name for what? For a weasel. Makes sense. Let's just grab another brush. Yeah, so the brushes are... This whole fucking thing here, this 25-piece set, I got for $4 at a Michael's. The canvas was like $15. Like, I say the canvas, I mean the pack of 7 canvases that I'm going to be using over the next half a year. You think that? Or do we need that a little lighter? I think we need that a little lighter. Let's drop some more white in there. I'm sure that there's somebody called Easel. I'm also sure there's somebody called Easel. I would like to meet that person and then paint them. Or have them just hold something? Hold something, I think. Oh yeah, that's a little better. It's starting to look a little more yellow than I'm super comfortable with, but yeah. We'll deal. That's an awful lot of paint for an honestly very small amount of space. I'm kind of fine with our jailbird easel also not having hands. It kind of fits with the whole cartoon aesthetic. It's like they're very kind of floaty proportions and stuff. Just scoop that in right there. There we go. And then down here so that we have a separation from the legs and the shoes. And I think I'm going to have to redraw that black line, but it's okay. And since we have this color anyway, let's just make Glitch's shoes this color. It's like a tan loafer. A store store near me called Ollie's that just sells a bunch of surplus shit. I bet you anything you could get this stuff for like $10 there. Yeah, that sounds about right. Like the easel I was using, which I actually have right here. I could just pull that out real quick. No, I can't. I'm gonna shatter a bunch of stuff. But you can go back and watch the old streams. The easel I was using, I got it a 5 below. It was 5, which is, you know, the most expensive item they have. On the other hand, not honestly that much of a problem. This is amazing, but it's past midnight and I'm tagging out. That's fair. Oh gosh, it is a little bit later than I thought it was. I'll tell you what. Anyway, thank you, Andy. Thank you for coming. We're not gonna go too much longer with this. There's not a lot. Actually, there's not a lot that we need to do still. I think we just need to do the face and then just gray everything out for the background. Yeah. I think I'm fine not having the cot in the back for verisimilitude, just so we can save a little bit of time. So let's take, oh, we already have a ton of black, actually. Since, yes, we do have a ton of black, let me grab a little bit of it on our pencil brush we were using before. And just wipe that off on the paper towel. It's fine. Then we'll just do our face real quick. I think maybe we didn't wait long enough to let the face set, but we've got enough black on there that it actually kind of doesn't matter. It's just going to go over everything regardless. Yeah, that's fine. And now let's grab some, got some cream coat white here. And we're going to drop that into the black we already have, and then swirl that up and get a good gray. And then we'll do our background, and then we'll be done, I think. Let's take the second brush we had, the slightly larger one. There it is. I need a third hand when I'm doing art, just so I can hold all the things I need to hold. There we go. That's getting there. I might have left the black a little bit too long. It's congealed a touch. So it's just kind of hanging out in there, but that's fine. We have enough liquid white in there to just make that happen. We need more. The face reminds me of the art style of the Popeye comics. That is by design. I appreciate you noticing. I wanted our jailbird to look like kind of an old-timey, like, prison cartoon thing. Yeah. That's fine. It's certainly very gray. So I'll tell you what, let's just do the, like, fine pieces with this. Pluto, why'd you buy Twitch? Popeye. 'Cause soon I'll control all the kids, you see. They'll all bow down to me. My Bluto is startlingly close to my Vince McMahon, and I'm actually not certain how I feel about that. Basically the same person. Big, blustery, comedically over-the-top villain. Popeye meets Sonic, a BBC special. I honestly can't wait until the Doctor meets Sonic the Hedgehog. That's gonna be a great time. Like, 'cause Sonic also has time powers, right? He can reverse time by going back around the world at light speed. I'm pretty sure that's a real thing. Not super up on my Sonic lore. Oh, Lego Doctor plus Lego Sonic is a thing? Yeah, but that's not this. Like, that's not the same thing as a story that's written for both of their canons at the same time. And I think that's fine. Yeah, so let's get a much bigger brush and then just dome the rest of this shit out. Great big licks of gray across the canvas. So, I feel like I need to make a statement. I understand that Twitch terms of service isn't the same thing as, like, a freedom of speech issue. while I think that Twitch terms of service are unevenly applied in some cases, it's absolutely not the same thing as having your freedom of speech wrested from you by force. It's not the same thing as being locked up for the things that you think or are saying. This is just a funny, doofy thing we're doing. LEGO violates all laws of canon anyway. It's essentially canonically intended to have LEGO Sonic and LEGO Doctor interact. Yeah, fair enough. Please, please, please don't take this politically, YouTube comments section. Come at me. I could give a shit. I'll just block you. Because I'm a goddamn adult. You want to try and fill my inbox up with spam? Haha, jackass. No one goes to that email. It's not like I'm losing interesting things behind it. X-Men, welcome to die. I think LEGO Dimensions, had it gone to season 3, would have gotten Jodie Whittaker like brought in on the Doctor set. I'm certain they would have something cool for her to do. And it would have caused like a stink, obviously, because we can't fucking have nice things here in the year of our Lord 2018. But it wouldn't have been cool. It would have been cool for a minute. I bet she would have voiced herself too. Oh yeah, absolutely. There's also a wrestling game that had dual screens. Oh, in addition to the X-Men like 6-player double screen. The one where everyone just did the Colossus shout, and that's the only fucking thing you could hear in the entire arcade. What? Like, why is it the loudest fucking thing in the world? I ask you. We're just gonna dab a little bit of water in here. Because it's gotten congealed a little bit, we're just gonna thin it out so we have enough to do this and we can keep the same color without me having to remake more of it and end up getting it wrong. All 4 Punch-Out games are amazing. Punch-Out had 3 screens. did it. 2 screens. Punch-Out had 2 screens? The, like, weird virtual one? There's a... Yeah, the dude was green. I'm thinking specifically of a boxing game that I'm almost positive was Punch-Out branded, where, like, you stood on a pad with faux boxing gloves and you, like, did ducks and weaves and punches and shit. Sounds like... No, it wasn't Street Fighter 1. It was, like, it read your body motions and stuff. And there we go. About it. This came out really well. It's not what you're thinking of. Well, figure it out and get back to us, because that's going to be, this is going to be the end of our stream tonight. Let's take this and have a bit of a closer look. I'm thinking of mocap boxing. Yeah, that sounds about right. Here we go. Here's our Twitchman taking us to ToS Jail. I mean, not us. Someone else. Also not our it's Glorch, legally distinct character from Twitchman. Don't even worry about it. Thank you so much for coming. I very much appreciate having you here. I'm gonna hit a button real quick. I'm in a couple buttons. And, nope, that's the one for Minecraft. Why doesn't that work? That's weird. There should be a, like, overlay on this, and there isn't. Anyway. Here we go to the outro. Thank you so much, everyone, for stopping in. I've been Kristie. I'm one of 5 people who stream on this channel, along with my wife, Katie, and Alice, who's been in the chat with us, and their sisters, Andrea and Sue. And we stream literally every single day on this channel. I hope that you stop in and see what we're doing. You could hit that follow button. That would make it easier for you. And let me go over the stream so you know what you're getting in, the stream schedule, so you know what you're getting into. Tomorrow is Tuesday, which means Andrea is going to be playing Gargoyle's Quest? Is that the thing? Deadlight, right, I'm sorry. She's going to be finishing up, quite probably, Deadlight. And I'm sad, Randy, that it's going to be over. It's actually been quite a ride. From there, we move on to Tuesday. Nope, that was Tuesday. Wednesday is the Community Day stream. Not certain what's gonna go on there. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out when we get to it. No, this is also a game I remember, Title Fight, but it's not. This wasn't. Oh, okay. Wednesday's going to be our Community Day stream. Stop in and play games with us. Thursday is going to be Alice. Alice is going to be playing more Ghostbusters, probably. We'll see when we get closer, but that appears to be the plan currently. Friday is Katie. Katie's gonna play something. Oh, right, she's gonna play more For the King, which was the roguelike we were playing last week that seemed to go over quite well. So we're gonna get into some more of that. We'll see how it goes. Saturday morning, I'm going to be playing Magic the Gathering, and listening to music. Hope you hang out and chill. And then Sunday is Sue, and Sue will be finishing up, come hell or high water, Styx Master of Shadows. She's right near the end. I'm going to be super surprised if it goes for another stream. And we'll finally get to see what happens with Styx, the adorable goblin, what says fuck. And then Monday's going to come back around to me, and I'll be starting another long play thing. I think I'm going to be playing A Boy and His Blob, the remake that Way Forward made a couple years ago. So stop in for that. It's adorable. It's about a boy who befriends a blob-like alien who loves jelly beans. And that's going to do it. Like I said, you can follow us if you like. You could drop bits in our bit tray. We would like to get to 500 before the end of the month. If you felt like subscribing, you get a cool truck emote, and that helps us out also. we love having you here. Just keep coming back. And thank you so much for coming. I've been Kristie. Until I see you next time, stay safe.